Hello, ladies.
Jam on toast!
I'm sure that was horrifying. John, it sucks about your car, but I do agree with you in the short run that it's better to take your time to get the quality that you need out of the job. However, I don't think you should waste time with it. Again, the ideal balance is that you want the most quality of work in the shortest amount of time. Sometimes for business reasons, it just doesn't happen, but those are arbitrary. Those business practices should be omitted for quality assurance. I've never really thought I've had an exciting life, but amazingly enough, every time I get in front of the camera, I talk for a good 20 minutes and spend a couple hours editing. Yes, I got a bunch of projects on the shelf, but I'm not worried about any of those because none of those are due to anybody at any certain time. What I am worried about doing is getting around to some of the research that I've got to do to take care of a couple things. The server, I need to research and learn more about the server so that I can get it up and doing what we want it to do. We've got that how to play video that we want to get up. I managed to lose a bunch of cards. I gotta figure out where they went if I still have them. And sadly with that, probably the entire rule set that went with the game that I didn't primarily develop. Sad, it was fun too. We got a couple events at the end of this year and beginning of next that I want to make some shirts for. I'm gonna have to find some place that does custom shirts. And I don't want to do t-shirts. I'd rather do some black button-ups with white lettering. Maybe do patches for people's names. I still gotta find some place to help me identify all the electronic components on that board that we're working with. And somewhere that's gonna allow me to purchase those parts, as well as customizing the board. If I can just build the map for it, which requires knowing what all the parts are, then I could probably send it off to this one place and get them done. Who knows what that'll cost me. I still have my Dark Elder finished painting so I can get around to 3,000 some orcs that are just waiting to be done. Plus I want to get a solid to buy list down for the rest of the GW stuff I need. One day, far from now. A couple of things that came across on the radio lately, talking about makeup conventions. We live in a world where typically all the women are expected to wear makeup. And without that makeup they think that they may look less attractive. And maybe it does work. Personally I think the best way to wear makeup is to wear it so that you can't tell that that person's wearing the makeup. A lot of people like to do bright colors and crazy. People like to abuse makeup to dramatically change their face so that they look healthier instead of just being healthy. So the scenario was supposed that if women don't normally wear makeup, if they would be especially beautiful if they did wear it. It's brought up that sometimes seeing your wife or girlfriend or whatnot without makeup sometimes makes her look even more beautiful than with all that crap on her face. Evolutionarily, you're attracted to that change in DNA that your body picks up whether or not it's true. Personally, I don't like makeup. I think women look a lot better without it. A beautiful woman without makeup will look better than a mediocre woman with makeup almost any day of the week. But gay. This entire thing stemmed off them talking about the youngest transgender ever, about 10 years old, to go from gender boy to gender girl without any actual surgery or sex change. He just likes wearing dresses and whatnot. His decision, parents supported it, good for him. I don't care what you wear. No one else should either. There's so many unfair social expectations and pressures out there that anybody shouldn't have to go through, regardless of color, creed, sexual orientation. That sounds constitutionally familiar. But social conventions expect men to act like men and talk in deep voices and do handiwork, electricians and plumbers and construction workers, and it expects women to be caregivers and florists and whatever else. All that's bunk. Nonsense. People are what they are and they do what they do. And they shouldn't be knocked down for it. But for some reason, because nobody understands the other point of view, except me it feels like some days, a straight person can't understand why a man would like a man or a woman would like a woman. And some gay people don't understand why straight people like opposite sex. I've actually met a couple gays that sneered at the idea of sleeping with the opposite sex. Very funny, but you like what you like. No big deal. But the outstanding question is whether you're born that way or is it a choice? Or are you forced to be that way? Now that leads back into all sorts of conditioning questions. Nature versus nurture. Your genetic code's only going to get you so far. It's going to build your cells for you. You're going to have chemical potential for this and that. Thanks for the jam, guys. We'll be your toast. I'm Camry. Have a nice day.